All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Study Prep Guys channel. It is nice to be with you today. I'm the Study Prep Guy, and for today's video, we'll be looking into the English A Past Papers 2021 Paper 2. And if you have been staying on the channel recently, we posted a video on summary writing, and you could check that. But for now, we'll be looking into the English Past Papers for CSEC 2022. So just give me a minute. Let's just put that on the screen right now. So generally, it is nice to meet you guys today back today on the channel, and we'll be still doing the normal live streams as usual on this Study Prep React. So let's start without further ado. So we'll be looking into the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate Examination (CSEC) for English A, Paper 2 General Proficiency. We have approximately 1 hour and 40 minutes to do so. And let us take a full look at the instructions. This paper consists of 4 sections, A, B, C, and D. It says for the second instruction, section A consists of 1 question, and you have to answer this 1 question. Let me just say that right here. Change it to voice typing. Just give me a sec. Section A is a mandatory question. So all right, we have that right there. So if you could read from the instructions right here, let me just think that right here. So this section here, this is a mandatory question. You have to answer it. You have to do so. It is very important. You need to answer this first one. Section B question, and you must answer this question. So section A has 1 question, and section B has 1 question, and that is mandatory. It says for the 4th section, section C consists of 2 questions. You must answer 1 question from this section on the page provided in section C for your response. Circle the question number you have chosen to answer. So section consists of two questions. Section C consists of 2 questions. You must answer 1. Section D consists of 1 question. You must answer this question. So if you look at it, we have section A, B, C, and D. A, B, we have to answer those 2 questions. C consists of 2 questions. You could answer any one of the 2. And section D, you must answer that. We have minority thing. So in our last class, we looked at celebrity relationships. We had a look into celebrity relationships, but for this class, we will be looking into let me just show it on the screen. We'll be looking into so this is section B. This is section B of it. And this is very much mandatory. So we have about 30 minutes to finish off this. So it says write your answers in the rule pages provided, pages 10 and 11. There may be more spaces than you need. There is on page 9 for any notes you may want to make. This will not be marked. So study the situation presented below and then complete the task as the task that follows. So let's read it, and we'll be looking into what they want us to do. So John Mason, a 16-year-old, wants to find out what must be done in order to obtain his driver's license. He called the license officer many times but was unable to reach anyone. He decides to write an email using the email address he obtained. He must write to Mr. Kenneth Davy, head of the traffic department of the Royal Sindaba Police Force. He wants the following information: the minimum age to require a driver's license, the test, theory and practical which must be taken, the length of time it takes to get the license after passing the test, the days the tests are taken, the cost of the driver's license. Write the email using information given. Make sure to include all the relevant details in the email to ensure that all information is received. So it wants us to write an email And an email is not something that is most difficult to write. It is one of the easiest part of CSEC. So if you can write an effective email, you're on your way to do it excellent in CSEC. So let us go into writing email now. So I'll have to open up a separate page for that. And sorry guys, we're just chilling here, we're enjoying ourselves, and we're doing past papers. So just give me a minute, let me open up this other screen that we can use. I will utilize Word. Um, utilize a Word now to actually open up this screen right now. So let me just switch it. So you guys, please be patient with me, and we will open up a new tab so we could actually start writing it. But let us start doing a little bit of planning on while we're here. So they gave us 5 things to jot down our points. No, not there, not there, not there. So they didn't give us any page here. And this is just a copy of the CSEC past papers, and I don't really have the original one, but you have to use what we have for the moment. So when it comes to writing an email, there is a basic structure. I'll use voice typing. There are 4 basic requirements, or 5 basic requirements that I would like to see of an email. You need to have the date, the subject, to, from, and that's about it. This is a basic structure of it. So let me just type it. You need to have a to. So I give you a basic idea of how to do it. To, date, from, and then we have subject. So everybody, I believe, has at least, I would say at least 80% of the world population have a phone. And if you go on your email, like literally your email when you're writing or what's not, you could see it. Every writing email is modern and it's not hard to do. So we need to have a to, a date, a from, and a subject. So without a lot of things, we start writing. Let's actually start writing our email up Word, and we'll start writing in that. So let us maybe open up Word for you guys. Just give me a sec. So let me just open up this tab right now. Let me see window, and then we have Word. All right. So guys, we're in Word. We are good. So now let us actually start writing. So what we'll be looking today at is the email writing. Email writing, right? So that is what we'll be looking at today. And as I said before, you need a to, a date, a subject, a to, and then you need a from. You need it from somebody, from someone. So in the situation of what it gave us, what they want us to figure out. They want us to figure out the minimum age required to acquire a driver's license, the test, and practical, the length of time it takes. So we'll just make up random person. You gotta do not be specific. From, to, the drivers association. So we'll use that to the drivers association. We'll use that to the drivers association. And the from, I like to use the from, it is from us. And from, so it is from, I'll give it next random name, Mr. Oh yeah, give us a name. We had our name. We had a name. So if you could remember the name properly, the name that they give us for this is a man by the name, just now, let me see, John Mason. So it is from John Mason. So it's from John So it's John Mason, the date. We could put any random date we want. That is a very flexible part of it. So date would be the 11th November, I don't know, or so it'll be November. So I put it as November 11th, 2020, 2024. So I put it as November 11th, 2024, or November 12th, because today is November the 12th. And the subject is inquiries. I put it as details of driver application. So we have the basic formatting, right? So it's still from, date, and subject. We have that down, and yeah, we're ready to actually start it, right? And when it comes to email, let me see if they give us any word limit. Just give me a second, guys. So they did not give us any word limit. So we want to understand the minimum age to attain a driver's license is one, the test, theory, and practical, which must be taken, the length of time it takes to get the license after passing the test, and the days the tests are taken, the cost of the driver's license. So actually, let's start writing. All right, let's start. Let's start writing. So this is not this is the easy part. I would like to say this is the easy part of writing it. So details of driver's license application. So um the guy, just give me a minute, give me a minute. So what I like to do a lot of times is that I like to actually start doing like a little planning of what I am about to do. Basically, web diagram. I use that for example, plan. This is our plan. So we need to be brief. All right, so yeah, so how would we start this in a very coherent manner to actually get this to the drivers association? So all right, just immediately put this back on, writing again, take out this. So guys, give me a second. I want to make sure that when I'm writing this, it is good. So type in the comments. I don't know if any in comments right now. Y'all could type in the comments and tell me what y'all think should be the introductory part, the introductory sentence. All right, let's start writing. All right. All right. So let's start it. So John Mason basically wants to understand like what data tests and stuff like that he needs to stuff. So we start off with I would we make it brief so that it is not too long, because you only have like average around 30 minutes, so you have to utilize your times effectively. But what I would like to advise students to do is have a bit of a plan. um, Try to mind out or map out what you want to do before you actually start writing. I like to inquire Oh no, I don't like this starting. Alright, let's start again. Been so I've recently been accepted to acquire a driver's license. Acquire a driver's license. So that is the introductory sentence. So I would like to. I've recently been accepted to acquire a driver's license by your association and have met requirements to do so. So I've recently been accepted to acquire a driver's license by your association and have met the basic requirements to do so. So that is the introductory sentence. And when I'm writing email, like for example, especially within CSEC standards, I would like to at least write average around like 150 words on average because an email writing like this doesn't need to be long. And I would believe it would be the most secure way to actually secure your marks to secure grade one as easily as possible. So I've recently been accepted to acquire a driver license by your association and have met the basic requirements to do so. However, however, I would like to obtain further information on the date and time of the license license test course and basic all right, let's see what else you want. Work right there. It says you want to know the minimum age to acquire practical which must be taken, the length of time it takes to get a license after passing the test. He basically wants to figure out what do I need to do. So I've recently accepted acquire drivers. I've recently been accepted to acquire a driver license by your association and have met the basic requirements to do so. However, However, I'd like to obtain further information on the date and time for the license test, cost, and basic age limit to obtain for a person. I put an individual to obtain such a license. So I've recently been accepted to acquire a driver's license by your association. Just I have to take out this part because he wants to figure out like why did it happen? Why did he get accepted? Acquire a driver's license and would like to further investigate why. I've recently accepted to acquire a driver's license and would like to further investigate and obtain. That's no. Take this. And obtain further information on the date and time of the license test, cost, and basic age limit for individual to obtain such a license. Furthermore, That's no wrong place. All right, so we're cooking with fire, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. You're cooking with fire. So I've recently accepted to acquire a driver's license and would like to further investigate and obtain further information on the date and time of the license test, call limit for an individual to obtain such a license. I look forward to an uh I look forward to and I can't say immediate response because that would be I would look forward to your speedily response. Look forward to your speedy response on to obtain further information. I look forward to your speedy response, obtain further information on the procedures to obtain such a license. All right, so that's about it. And that's an email. It doesn't have to be long because they don't really give a specific limit on it. That's it. That's about the email there. So I'll give it a read, and that will be our final draft. So email writing to the Drivers Association from John Mason, date November 12th, 2024. Subject details of driver license application. I've recently been accepted to acquire a driver's license and would like to forward investigate and obtain forward and to obtain information. Take out this forward. That is just redundant. The license test, cost, and basic age limit individual to obtain such a license. I look forward to your speedy response to obtain further information to the procedures to obtain such a license. So that would be it. And it's nice to meet you today, study preps, and see you guys in the next video.